Just taking a look at the armor skill options for early high rank. I think we might do Marathon Runner, Attack Up Small, and Speed Sharpener. It's not a big upgrade at all. Hook hello, Derpish hello, Nefudis hello, Bee Sponge hello. Got changed some things around a little bit. We should have Busser now. Is it just that? That's pretty good. How am I doing today? I'm doing all right. Make low ranks in ogre armor. Latent power sucks. I don't want latent power. Zaldin, hello. We got a funny little MMO sponsor later today. I was showing it off in the Discord last night. And like, I just have like the most cracked out raccoon looking creature possible. Latent power, I mean, all right, latent power is okay for dual blades. But I'd rather just have Marathon Runner because it's always active. Does Marathon Runner and latent power, do those even stack? I wish I knew. I added that Pro Cows emote. Where is it? Not Pro Cow. Dwarven Man. What is it called? There it is. Cat Tantrum. I like that one. I do like both of those. For a while, we had Cat be doing the laundry. Yeah, Buster's probably only going to be up for a little bit. So what died? So I got rid of Ryozo Padaru. That's like really played out. Sorry. Ryozo Padaru is gone. I forgot what else I got rid of. Couldn't have been that important. But Ryozo Padaru is definitely dead. I remember deleting that one. Can we get regular Padaru? No. If I got rid of Ryozo Padaru, I'm definitely not going to go back and add normal Padaru. I don't have any room. I have no room. Things already have to die every time we want to switch things around. By the way, I do want to thank Sean August. I actually sat down and watched the full hour of it, and I made myself laugh. Why don't I have an intro? I don't really need one. I mean, I guess I could always do this. It's not real, though. That's like not really like... I haven't really designed it or anything. I've done nothing to it. I don't know. How do I have that? Never used it? I used it yesterday. With Jono. What song is that? Like full version? That is the Delay Llama. He's been around for 10 years. There's actually, somebody posted a really good version in chat in the Discord. Holy crap. Can we just listen to it? Hold on. You guys, we've got like what? I mean, we've got time, right? We could listen to this clip for just a moment, right? Just the first 2 minutes. If I could pull up, am I pulling up like a million copies? Oh God. This version's so good. Just wait. It just takes like a minute to get to the really good part. I'm gonna pump it up. It is literally the Splatoon music. It's not auto-tune. It's a MIDI tool using this monk guy going I-O-E-O. Yo, that part's so good. That part's so good. It's unreal. Dude, it's better than most anime openings. Unironically. This is what, if I could have an anime opening, if I could license this, I would. What is this? Don't worry about it. It's my anime opening. Dude, I mean, I'm sure Techno Vocaloid is okay, but could it be like the OG? I don't know. Naskus, hello. It looks disturbing? Excuse me. And like the YouTube comments, and Albino Donkey's right, this came out in 2010. Like, you've got a lot to answer for, Splatoon. He's a monk, Zeldin. He's sworn a vow of chastity. Just run, Gator. Coco, hello. We're just enjoying a little tune. I like it. I might start using, maybe I will start having an intro with that. There's so many more versions. Why are there so many versions of him? I don't know. All I know is I'm going to spend a lot of time off stream listening to this guy. And it's sick. It's sick. You have to be really stunned to listen to some of the other ones? That's not a problem. Next political hangout stream, we should use that? Maybe. Instead of like the jazz music. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm messed up in the brain. I feel like it's just universally appealing. There's aspects of it, yeah, sometimes. Depending on what the background track is, it could almost fit in Monster Hunter. Playing that when you're fighting Shara. Oh, it's super old news. It's 10 years old. 11 years old. River Pig, hello. Good morning. It's disturbing to you? Okay, I don't want to scare anyone. Ooh. That's loud. That's loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you. It's like South Park episode where all I heard was poop sounds. I think I remember that episode. They need a proof of a hero version of it? I believe in chat. I believe somebody can make that happen. What should I make? Oh, improved beehive, 100%. Smug Fox, there you go, buddy. Your new desk came in and I need to put it together, but it works, so it's sitting here tempting you? I mean, you've got the weekend, right? Enjoy. All I'm going to say is enjoy it while you can. We all know Better Twitch TV likes to destroy bussers, so you can only have it while it's there. Don't cry for the bussers that we lost. Be happy for the bussers while we have it. That's my advice. Saying we need to do Agnactor. Dude, people are telling me like 7TV was like causing issues. It's entirely possible that is a lie. Look at all the points that he has. You heard in a couple days it's gonna rain? Okay, who cares? It's just rain. Good. They probably need it. Look at all these great little quests. And I'm not doing any of them. I mean, rain is okay, as long as you don't get too much of it. Probably going to do one long stream today, guys. Probably going to start now. Might go for like 6 hours? Maybe 7? I'll just like work out when I end the stream. Build a desk on a rainy day, 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, because you got to stay inside when it's raining? Hi. I mean, you don't need any excuse to stay inside. Seven TV has combos like that? I can't see it. I don't understand it. I'm too much of a boomer. Is that good? I think that's okay. I'm thinking he's going to take a little while. This is going to take like 20 minutes. He's going to have a ton of life. You gave me a video on 7TV. I know. How could I not understand it? Because I didn't watch the video. Look, all you care about is bussers, and I gave it to you, okay? Fire cannon, hello. Is it true that 3U Rathalos does a round the world tour? I don't know that I've ever seen him do it. I mean, sometimes monsters like glitch off the screen or whatever, and they have to like fly back, but around the world is like a very specific attack. Sadly, Thrustmaster companies in France, so support is happening at a pace of 1 email per day. Oh no. How far am I from Amatsu? Well, I'm not even in high rank yet, but at the same time, we're very close to high rank. Where are you now, Wakajez? Like, did they send you like the direct drivers or 4 times in a row in 3U? Honestly, like I should know. Like we fought Rathalos. I'll just say this: he definitely does it more often in 2nd gen. Okay. He can definitely do some really big damage to us. We have negative 20 fire resistance. What? That was strange. All breaks? Well, I'm definitely going to go for the legs. After the legs, I'm going to go for the tail. A shame I didn't have Demon up. I probably could have gotten out of that. Well, we're in low rank guild. We are very nearly out of low rank guild. So if we're going to get all breaks, we need to go for the fin here. Absolute Original out. That attack gets me because, like, he switches over so fast. I don't know if he's the monster most ranks, but it feels like he is. I mean, I don't... I think it's pretty up there. He's got a head, a tail, a chest, a back, 4 legs. Oh no! I was out of stamina. So much for Marathon Runner. Where's the sweet Alien stream? It'll be on by 4 o'clock. Microsoft Store installed it in a lock directly so sports expectations aren't there. So wait, is it like your Windows install is screwing you over? Am I doing a Matsu with dual blades? Yeah. Not used to the old style monster and you played GU and you didn't enjoy it. You want to give it another try, but I feel like there's something I'm missing. GU would not be the first old Monster Hunter game that I would recommend. Like, it's not bad, and certainly it's the most accessible because you probably own a Switch. But if you could play 4 Ultimate or 3 Ultimate, or maybe even Freedom Unite, although that one's a little doubtful, I think you would have a better appreciation for it. .3U is a little... I don't even want to say it's like less complicated than 4U because it still is like underwater. But I feel like 3U is the most direct. In some ways, Portable Third is probably the most accessible title in the series. But it's also, like, kind of an odd one to start with. Biggest issue with starting GU, especially if you're going for the village, is it's probably got the worst village in the series. And that's even comparing it to Monster Hunter DOS, which has one of the most insane villages really in any game ever. I mean, they charge you money just to sleep in your own bed. Philip, hello. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what it is directly because I haven't done it that often, but in some ways it may be more enjoyable just to try and go straight through the hub. This is a bit greedy. Got lucky, never punished. I bet he's running. Watching an old Teamwork podcast with Magma as the intro. I'm gonna be on a podcast on Saturday. Got a lot of podcast like stuff. We had Jono on yesterday. We had a podcast on Saturday. It almost sounds like the Windows Store downloaded the wrong program, Wakajuz. It does seem like it would be better if they would just release a direct installer. A Monster Hunter podcast? Yeah, I'm going to be on a Monster Hunter podcast on Saturday. It's Angbada's podcast? I forget the name of it. Well, that's the bat, right? Yeah. Certain GUG rank hubs won't go unless you go through the village. Isn't that miserable? That's just sad. Oh, I know you meant my old podcasts, Philippe. Yeah. It's entirely possible to get to Alt-Ka without the game clicking for him. Because he could be like, this game still sucks. I get it. Paul Mac, hello. Thank you. Has that been a Prime sub for 28 months, Paul? That's kind of insane. We just missed 2 leg trips in a row. Good job, cats. I don't even know how to hit the head here. This way? Dwarven Man, hello. I always get your Prime. It's mildly nerve-wracking with the way that Amazon sets up the Prime as well. I just can't see somebody doing WoW while not fully enjoying the game. What do you mean? That's likely the point where they're already not fully enjoying the game, right? Not close enough. You guys like that little double circle attack? I kind of like it. All right, I think he's going to go down to 5 and eat. Just get over there. Find it hard to aim with pre-4U dual blades? I've kind of gotten used to it. I do not like 2nd gen. I do not like 1st gen dual blades. But for some reason, like, these dual blades are kind of clicking with me, you know? All right, we'll get a little greedy here. Wasn't that greedy? So if you're doing with Gen 1 and Gen 2 dual blades, so basically every weapon got a rework to some extent going into 3rd gen. And so 3rd gen dual blades, you get this little demonize gauge, demonize bar, which gives you like the little dash, and it gives you like the mini demon dance. What do you mean Demon Gauge doesn't do anything. Demon Gauge is very important. This is Demon Gauge erasure, and I will not stand for it. Don't forget Tail. I'm working on it. We actually really need Demon Eyes here for the bonus raw damage trying to cut this tail. That's all breaks, by the way. You call it the sin meter? Ooh, Daddy Ryozo, I've sinned with my dual blades. Why did I choose the ignore him option? He needs to learn the pain of rejection early. Why do people dislike the dual blades? Nobody does. It's like the second most popular weapon after longsword. It's like longsword, dual blades, greatsword, something like that. World's Archdemon mode barely felt needed. Archdemon mode in World is really there to help you with your stamina management more than anything. Just with the way that the mini Demon Dance works compared to the full Demon Dance. Cannot time the Greatsword to Switch Axe? Switch Axe shouldn't be that bad. Greatsword, yeah, I mean, obviously it's... Ever played Final Fantasy 15? Played it and beat it. Barely did any of the DLC, even though I ended up buying it. Like a chump. Is Rice's Archdemon Flurry stronger than Demon Dance? It is. It ends up doing slightly more raw damage relative to the normal Demon Dance, which I think is slightly better for elemental damage. They're both good. Again, it comes down to your stamina management. Have I ever done the Cup of Noodle quest, but in real life? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And it's also entirely possible that I'm wrong. If only because I did a lot of the very concrete testing in the first demo, and some of those motion values could have switched around. Sixfold Strike is the best raw damage you'll get in the game. Just mashing the X button. But it's a little... Even for dual blades, even in Rise, it's a little strange going like raw dual blades. God, he hits you once and it's just like he ruins your life. That's barely healed. Look at Miguel. Miguel! Bite on that. Moveset you unlock by building meters should be stronger than the moveset you unlock by just hitting a button. I mean, in a way it is. Not only because, you know, you obviously don't need stamina, but, you know, well, like we said, the Archdemon Dance is slightly better damage. It's also, like, a little bit harder to get off, though. Miguel attacking. I feel like I could trust Miguel. Texas, I'm always, like, a little suspicious of. Miguel always feels like a bit safer. So I've got, like, no decent charms at all. And it feels kind of bad. How do we get more cats in For You? You have to get to the 3rd village. And then do a couple quests. Very, very early on, you can do the download stuff, and you can get some download cats. Red's a pretty popular one. He's a downloadable fighter cat. It doesn't take that long. I mean, if you really rush it, it's like 2 hours. I love the way the Aroctors look. Just tweaking out over there. Oh. That's probably good for now. I think Jen is next. Pretty sure. Ice, right? I seem to remember Ice being good on Jen. That's actually not as long as I thought it would take. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. That train video, Smug Fox, it makes me very happy and very sad. It makes me happy that I made it. It makes me sad that I will never create content as good again. I will never reach that high ever again. It's like, you know, I've peaked. Ice or dragon. Interesting. All right. Well. You like how fast New World is dying just like I said it would? Oh, I didn't even bother with the bounties because I'm like, I'm not going to like start getting people jazzed up on a dead game. You know, certainly not a game that you have to spend money on. We are going to be promoting another MMO today, but fortunately it is fully free to play. So, you know, I tried a little bit last night. Felt fine. Felt like a very classic MMO. What MMO? Elion? Has it been? Ah, it's going. Yeah, it's going. We got a timer in chat for it. This one here. They made Terra. So. I get the sense, and I don't know for sure. It feels to me it's like the sort of thing that, like, Dwarven Man might like. Elion, these nuts. Okay. I'm going to put a giant Maldi over chat. Oh, no, I think I was able to disable, like, all of, like, the world chat options. So I think we're okay. What does that mean? You know exactly what it means. I know what type of games you like to play. You've talked about it plenty. It just seems like your sort of game. Tell me when I play it, tell me I'm wrong. I find out how to do PvP? No. No, when I ended the stream, I stopped playing it. Today, yeah, I'm playing. I'm going to start it in like 2 hours, maybe? About 2 hours from now, I'll start it up. I'll be playing it for 2 to 3 hours. What I do find the lust for Cookie Run Kingdom fascinating. I do find that interesting. How was my chat with the new community manager? It was great. Guy's a real professional. I think Capcom EU is very lucky to have them. So. Glad John was there. Very active, very engaged, very happy to participate. So, there's really nothing else you could ever ask for. Honestly, you really can't. seems down to hunt again, so probably sometime in November we'll have a little hunt then. She's got mega stuff. You missed a few streams? There's a little bit of time to catch up over the weekend in VOD Squad. Nibble on that clover cookie. That's a boy cook. Oh, Dwarven Man knows. Dwarven Man is very aware. I don't think you need to worry about that. All right. High rank time. Well, not really high rank time. Almost high rank time. We want pickaxes too, right? Hi. What is this MMO? It's Elion? It's free to play. It seems like it's going to be coming out at a right time because, like Dwarven Man was just saying, like, I'm watching, like, I don't, when will we get to stream snipe me? There's actually full world open PvP. Well, not full world open PvP. Depending on the zone, there's full realm versus realm PvP, and then there's some zones that are like complete open PvP. It's a little scary. Honestly, I'm a little intimidated. Yeah, if you liked Terra, I promise you will likely enjoy this game. It is the same creators, so there's probably going to be a lot of things that are going to carry over from one to the other. It's just like, if you have an MMO, like, you need to be able to, like, satisfy a couple different bases, right? And from when I played in New World, like, when things were going really, really well, like, super optimally, and, like, the PvP stuff was happening, it was okay. One guy tried to 1v1 you. Was that you? I bet that was Fire Cannon. The thing is, for New World, like, if there's no PvP going on, it is the most, like, wretched game I have ever seen. Texas just, like, totally took that ballista from me. Elion at least has PvP that, you know, I'm assuming going to be interesting. It at least has, like, proper, like, attack mechanics and stuff. I'm not a man. I'm like a weird raccoon creature in that game. I'm gonna do G event in 3U. Probably not unless I need to. You enjoy getting baked and farming trees. It's like a 3D RuneScape. If you need a modern day full 3D RuneScape, I can imagine it could get that going. On my way to Camp Corpse and Teabag. Excuse me? Any good light bowgun for 4U low rank? I don't know. Whatever has the best normal 2 is probably what I would go with. Yan Kutku's probably okay. His stuff is usually pretty decent. And you're probably going to be farming him anyways. Seriously? Dick. Some monsters like Hollow Gen, I believe, have a have an event quest. All right. How does this compare to the other one in 4U? There's some very similar mechanics between Jen and Darren Moran. Gonna time out? You can get a repel in this, I think. I think a repel is valid. Oh, did I not grab the binder last time? And even still, we're going to be playing 3 Ultimate on Wii U Retail. So if I need, like, you know, baby streamer needs help grinding HR, I'm going to have people help me grind HR. All right, we're just going to attack this one, because clearly going for the other one is not worth it. No, 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 no. I gotta go off. I think I'm gonna hit him with a cannonball now. Are there still Coke ads, Wild Wooly? I'm sorry, man. Honestly, legitimately, if I had a way to fully disable all ads on the channel, I would. But the only way to get rid of ads on Twitch is by running ads, which is kind of an ass thing. Is he really gonna let me go hop on again? The attempt was made. Yeah, Jen can be very scripted in the first phase. There's a, there are some occasions actually where you can get an early Dragonator if you're really cool. Just don't think that arm's close enough for dual blades. If I had Greatsword, it would hit. Will I be really cool? No, I think I already missed the opportunity for it. There's a moment where he kind of like clips into the boat a little bit. And if you've got the Dragonator going, he also ends up clipping into the Dragonator. What's the boat doing? Not great. It's been better. I'm going to believe in the power of my dual blades. I might get shaken off, and that's fine. Actually, I don't know exactly how the hit zones change when you turn it into the hole. Oh, oops. Did not mean to use that. Definitely inside the hole is a fine hit zone. I just don't know if, like, the crack takes more damage than the hole. That was a very, very lucky flinch. Oh, wow. That was a very lucky get dumped as well. Okay. We check just whether the crocodile is more effective on me. Just have to wait and find out. I think he's jumping. No? I don't have my music on. So. Oh, no. That's not good. Should have paintballed him? Absolutely. I'm just letting him hit with everything. Hey, I got through the first tusk okay. Is this just going to be like a repel quest? When's he going to go to the final showdown? I'm like stuck. This one is just repel? I should probably be using the actual, like, binder and gong more often then. I mean, I thought I wouldn't need to worry about the gong. It's only a 20, when you look at it actually, it's only like a 20-minute quest. It's just his actions during the repel only feel like a bit different than his actions during the actual kill quest. From 1 to 10, how much do you love Monster Hunter? As cheesy as it sounds, 10. Alright. Definitely want a ballista binder here. 11? Well, I said a scale from 1 out of 10. I'm not going to, like, ruin his scientific study. Maybe he's going around measuring top Monster Hunter streamers' opinion of Monster Hunter. If I give him 11, he's just going to be like, well, that's an outlier. He'll just discard my response. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you love to zone and heal and use the bed? Publicly or privately? Publicly, it's like a 3. Privately, it's a 10. I really should have paintballed him. Okay. If we don't get this, we might lose. Do I think Monster Hunter loves you as much as you love it? I feel like that's an irrelevant question. People express love in all sorts of different ways, Kinezes. Okay. It's not a binary scale of 0 or 1. The answer is no. That's what somebody says when they're coping with the fact that they're not loved as much. Well, I hit. That's all that matters. Relationship counseling with Monster Hunter and me. I don't know that it's the game that's the issue. Many things surrounding the game could be the issue. The game itself is perfect. Pure. It's been a while since I've seen Donnie Darko. That's not a bad Halloween movie, right? It's not... it's not that spooky, but it's also kind of interesting, right? Well, he broke one of the tusks. So that's something. Okay, that arm is close enough for me to actually hit. I should probably have done a binder. Oh. I just hit him with the binder. I'm just gonna hit him with the binder. Screw it. They wanted to sell the mask for $400? Was it like the real movie prop mask or just a replication? I mean, it's a cool mask, but I don't think it's worth $400. Willy's Wonderland is your new favorite Halloween movie? Never heard of it. Sounds funny. My name's Willy. Welcome to my Wonderland. High quality one, I guess. Maybe a big fan of the movie would spend the money. I mean, it's a good movie. I don't even know if this is really that effective if you're going for like a repel. I mean, outside of flinches, like what does that even do? Not much. I guess you gotta get him to a certain amount of life and he might run away. I wish I had the luxury to mine his back. I don't think I do. Is there any difference between Jen and Darren fight gameplay-wise? They're very similar. The way you move around on Darren's back is pretty different from Jen. Oh, we did it. Hooray. Yeah, I probably could have mined the back. I mean, Zora is completely different from Jen and Darren Moran. His lava cores are a complete mystery. I did enough damage, yeah. It said I did a complete repel, and there was still like 5 minutes left, so we completed the quest. God Gamer? I don't know about that. That quest could have gone... It could have gone better. I'll just say that much. Most hated and most loved monster in Monster Hunter. Most hated is tied between Lao Shan Lung and Nightshade Palomu. Most loved monster? Nergigante. It's pretty high up there. I do have a particular love for Kuropeka, but he's been, like, denied us. Being a real buster today? What does that even mean? For Zora, you're, like, not even supposed to break his pimples. Causes issues. What's wrong with Nightshade Palomu? He's a disappointment of a monster that was added to G rank. The game would have been better off without Nightshade Palomu than with him. It's not even... You don't even need... here's the thing. You don't even need sleep resistance for Nightshade Palomu. Like, you can fight Coral Pookie Pookie and normal Pookie Pookie and immediately understand the difference between the two monsters. Nightshade Palomu, if he's, like, on the ground or flashed... Like, you don't even know he does anything different.
Hi.
Just a waste.
Hi.
1 minute ad break. Well, I guess we'll disable some pre-rolls. Alright, so we are in... I thought we needed to do a... Purple Ludroth first. I guess not. So here's what my plan was. My plan was to make... Where the hell is Purple Ludroth? It says you can fight him at 4-star. Oh, is he like an event quest or something? Holy crap, you can just fight these all right away? Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. I don't know what I think about that. Commando Jab, hello. But yeah, I mean, I want to make want to make Ludroth stuff. Where is he? Maybe you have to fight the normal Ludroth first and then it unlocks. Alright, I'll try that. Yeah. Yeah, I think you got to beat the normal guy first. Guy used a large barrel bomb to launch himself, then Gen does the body slam. That's pretty amazing. Do you have to max all deviants to unlock the Diablos deviant? I think you just have to fight them once. Just get the one star clear. Is there a Shep deviant? Yep. There's no, like, event quest for Bloodbath, right? I'm assuming there isn't. Can we deviate Lavios from existence? I mean, he's not that bad. I mean, are we sure, Dwarven Man, that there's not, like, somebody's leg underneath that the cat's biting onto and he's, like, lifting it up and down? Because that doesn't... I agree in the sense that doesn't make sense as something that a cat would do.
Hi.
We want to upgrade our Royal Ludroth dual blades anyways. Think we'll get Monster in a game like Monster in GU again in the future? I would say Rise is kind of close to it. I mean, obviously it's not, you know, one for one, but they've got plenty of things that are similar. Might bring traps on this one.
Hi.
When I spoke to Jono, the current conversation in Capcom is that they really want to focus on new games and not so much the old games, which is like, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, it's their company. Yeah, they can do whatever they want. I think it's still important for people such as yourself or myself to be like, hey, we like these old games. We'd like to see them more re-released when possible. Because if you don't say that, they will never come out. They'll like never, ever, 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 ever come out. Was Gen the 10th or 15th anniversary of Monster Hunter? So it came out around 2015? 10-year? It would have been around a 10-year anniversary. I mean, you know, we have conversations all day long about emulation and emulating the games. I mean, obviously, you know, emulation's an alternative right now. I think the thing is most people just want to have, like, modern support and ease of use, right? Because, like, it's very much a niche thing for people to be able to, like, track down a 3DS, get the copy of the game, rip the copy of the game, move it to their computer, configure it in their computer, have it run well. And then that's, like, not even getting into, like, all right, I want to play multiplayer. Okay, so for these old games, I got to join this Discord. I got to set up this VPN. Or I got to hopefully find, like, a reliable public server that I can join for Citra. It's a mess. You know, it's not ideal. It's possible. If you're fine with just playing solo, it could be worse. But it's really when you want to start having, like, any sort of a seamless multiplayer experience where it gets to be, like, full-on ass. Like, not good at all. Speaking of Citra, I don't think I've ever tried to emulate 3U on it. Yeah, how is it? Is it comparable at all to CMU for 3 Ultimate or no? Surprised there's a sponsor remakes of the old games? I mean, you know, like he said, you know, he knows about as much as we do. And so what he knows is that the next game that's coming out is Monster Hunter Rise on PC and then Sunbreak on everything else in the summer. And so what is he going to say other than right now we're just focusing on what's coming out? I don't know, Kinez. I was saying I was going to play it properly on Cemu. Or, sorry, properly on the Wii U. Maybe I'll see if a Citra playthrough for 3 Ultimate would make sense. Cutscenes run at 4 FPS. Oh, that's a little annoying. I mean, you thought he said the focus is on newer games, seeing whether it could take bots in the future because how successful World was? I mean, certainly, you know, they could see how popular the modern formula is, whatever that is, and then say, why would we go back to old clunky games? You know, I mean, who knows? I mean, what the sales was like or what the reception was like to GU. Not that GU is necessarily very indicative of old Monster Hunter as a whole. So I got 4U running pretty well on an old version of Valentin Citra Cat. And my question was for 3U and how fiddly 3U is. I'll play around with it. We've got time. There'll be no 4U remaster? I mean, and if that's okay, like, so my only thing is like, obviously, officially, Capcom's never going to be like, hey, we're totally cool with people emulating our game. Like, obviously, that's never going to happen. The question is like, if we start more discussing and promoting ways of playing the old games on modern hardware, how upset will that make Capcom? I mean, if anything, it's possible they could look at that and be like, man, people still really like this old game. They've shown interest in it. It's a possibility. Well, see, I'm not even looking for a remake, really, Zravius. I mean, would I dislike, you know, possibly higher resolution textures and a higher resolution game? Sure, I mean, that'd be nice. But, like, I don't need it to be like a Dark Souls remaster. I mean, far from it. I mean, keep everything the same, keep the base engine the same, just, you know, higher resolution and make it work on stuff. Get modern servers. Surprised people haven't modded Monster Hunter ROMs like Pokemon, where they take the base game and make their own story out of it. So probably the main person you could talk to about that is Incognito Man. Somebody that was in the scene but now was like hired by Capcom, so probably can't do anything anymore, is Hex. Hex was a modder for Monster Hunter World that was starting to play around with like changing monster AI and stuff like that. It's just really hard to do when you don't have, like, the source code. I mean, Hex made 18er Gigante before 18er Gigante. He's like, hey, I found this weird palm slam move in the game. And he made a creation that had it. He went to Final Fantasy 14 and got a max cash stack. I mean, I've played 14 before. Making money in that game isn't that bad. If that's what you're into. Because most players aren't into doing that stuff. So there's lots of money floating around. So the only thing with 4U is like you know, when you go to Citra and you look at multiplayer servers, you know, you have to try and find a multiplayer server that's public that you can play on. You know, in terms of like actual like servers dedicated for 4U that don't just get taken over by people playing Pokemon. I don't know. I think I just KO'd Miguel. I did. Yeah, I'm sure if you wanted to play 4U on the 3DS, like, you could find people. Like, for sure. I mean, you know, on the actual 3DS, it's no problem. Why did I do that to Miguel? He doesn't mind. Look at him go. Man, he is really hauling ass. He really wants to pump up his sponge. Is that one small Ludroth? It's not a large lad. Let the little lizard live. He's not a bad guy. I love Ludroth. Ludroth is one of my favorite monsters. He has high rank though, so he's gonna have a lot of life. Let's go, Texas. Do all 3 with boomerang only? I've done 4-player boomerang pro thrower or whatever it is. Whatever the food skill is for it. It's actually really powerful. It's like not a meme. Do you have to fight a Gobull? We're going to fight Gobull in 3 Ultimate. Is Gobull your favorite monster? Ooh, that punch to the face. Finding G2 Hyper Ludroth thinking, how is he still alive? The Hyper monsters can be extremely tanky, unnecessarily tanky. Remember falling asleep while fighting Gobull? I don't believe that. He's a tough monster. At least underwater, he's tough. Custom servers for 3DS and Wii U. They're called Pretendo Network. I haven't heard about it, but that sounds interesting. From a game preservation standpoint alone. I know what they were attempting to do with hypers, and part of that is really interesting, of trying to change up the attack timing. Let's see damage. Okay, you could run now. Cool mini Koltaroth? I don't know if that's more insulting to Koltaroth or Royal Ludroth. This is high rank. This is my first quest in high rank. I mean, he's already ready. I could have captured him. He does hit really hard. Little games have that the newers don't. Just a different monster roster and a different focus on gameplay. You know, the pacing of the combat is different. The core concept is still the same. Kill monsters, you know, make a hat out of their butt. you know, they may be lacking certain things, which you might initially think is a bad thing, but could be a good thing. Like, there's no rides in this game. So, you know, your focus is entirely on learning the monster's patterns. Like, you don't get as many free hits in. The biggest thing for this game, specifically in 3rd generation, is exhaustion is a thing. And exhaustion can be a really great opportunity to get extra damage in. It's like not exactly equivalent to like a ride or a down, but some monsters are just like so weak when they're exhausted. Like, World had this big focus on creating an environment that looked real and living. And I think they did a good job at that. This game was the first time they're like, we're going to make when monsters go to eat actually mean something. And if they don't eat, they're going to get tired and they'll be easier to fight. Hyper's taking away exhaustion was interesting. I mean, I like exhaustion. I think it's interesting. It's a subtle mechanic of giving you attack opportunities that you wouldn't really get otherwise. Like, exhaustion may as well not even exist in Iceborne, even though it's technically there. Because as soon as something gets enraged in that game, it's just like, oh, I was exhausted? Never mind. Now I'm mad. Yeah, I like it. I like it more than pretty much any other, like, catch-up mechanic. Like, riding is always has an annoying minigame. Sorry, mounting has an annoying minigame. Riding is overpowered. I mean, in 3rd gen at least, that's true, Hugh Boy. And to a little extent in 4U. 4U, they do get exhausted periodically. I think everyone predicts that Malzeno vampirism will cause frenzy hyper mechanic. It should have something other than, you know, just giving us our standard apexes, right? People thought exhaustion was too easy. I mean, it's definitely, I mean, here's the thing. We got exhaustion, but then we lost the ability to, like, infinitely flash and pitfall things. And if you go into super abuse flash and trap things in Freedom Unite, like, things are much easier. Exhaustion is like a minute, if even, where the monster attacks a little bit less or stays in a trap a little bit longer. It's helpful. You know, it's definitely an attack opportunity, but it's not like, to me, I don't feel like it's overpowered at all.
Hi.
I mean, some monsters turn into absolute clowns. Right. It's purple Ludroth. You know, so I mean, I'll take exhaust over rides any day. What is purple Ludroth weak to? Is he weak to water? Sometimes it's like that, isn't it? Still fire, actually. Okay, never mind then. My mistake. Well, I mean, if exhaustion was exactly the same in 4U and they kept ride mechanics in, that would be messed up. That would be super messed up. All right, so we still need 2 torrent sacks. Got to set attack up medium, reckless abandon 2, and earplugs in Freedom Unite. Teostra in Freedom Unite sucks. If you deal enough damage to his head, he just falls over. Sometimes. Monsters in World can get exhausted. You see it a lot more if you use Hunting Horn, and to a lesser extent if you use Hammer. Or you can just go exhaust Switch Axe, and then you might actually see it consistently. You installed a SSD into your PS4? It's a good upgrade. Do things get exhausted in Rise? Doesn't matter. I don't know that I've ever seen something get exhausted in Rise. I mean, I think you just make things throw up, right?
Hi.
I don't even know what the key quests are here. Is Purple Ludroth one of them? I'm probably gonna have to fight him twice anyways, but... Yeah, I don't remember seeing actual exhaustion either. I just got a hot dog commercial. Thank you. Go away. Purple Ludroth and the Deserted Isle is a key quest. Did I do this yet? Yeah. Show us the hot dog commercial? It's just like a little pop-up in the corner of my screen. Not like an actual thing. Antidotes. Traps. Just put that away. That should be fine. I mean, we're doing okay. Is B-Sponge here? He popped up in the train stream and I was rewatching it last night. Yeah, I like that they give some respect to Purple Ludroth. Well, I should probably be like cooking steaks. Kirasika, hello. It is not my birthday today, but thank you. Mizu does get exhausted, now that I think about it. I've seen that. B-Sponge says he's going to be busy for a while? Oh, is he like... well, he's probably like going hard in like RuneScape or something, right? We're going to get the Mega Barbecue Spit, I think is what we're going to do. Because we're going to start needing well-done steaks like really soon. Yeah, now that we talk about it, I do, in my mind, I could picture what the monsters look like exhausted in Rise. It doesn't feel as important as it did in the older games. It's an opportunity to drop them in a trap if you have it. Kind of a big Ludroth, huh? This might be a Silver Crown. Do you bounce on the front legs in green? Maybe. Nope. He's just like a real Ludroth, except you get really screwed over if he actually hits you. Unfortunately, that's not an actual poison hit there. Nice iframes. Dual blades are good at it. I'm telling you, I'm really like learning to respect and appreciate 3rd gen dual blades. It almost makes me want to try dual blades in 4U, but I don't know if I want to like commit to using dual blades that often. It's a lot of work upgrading them all. And especially a game with G rank. Oh, I thought I'd be out of the side of that. I could die here. I did die here. Just dual blades only from now on? It's fun collecting? It is. I mean, it slows things down a little bit, but the damage you do get from elemental dual blades does feel like pretty rewarding. Once it's like fully upgraded and level appropriate. Make one element of dual blades for you and use it when appropriate. That's actually a particularly reasonable suggestion. I mean, you could even use like a status dual blades if you really wanted. If you wanted like status poison, status blast. I don't know if there's like a standout element in for you that would make sense. I would assume thunder or fire is good on everything. Even then, though, like then you have to start thinking about like, what am I going to do for my stamina? Am I just going to be normal? I feel like fire was the element of choice in 3rd gen, and then it went back to thunder in 4th gen. Oh, no. Whoa! It went right past me. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it, Wackajoes. Yeah, I mean, you know, Thunder Dual Blades might actually make some sense in for you. I don't know the earliest you would make it where it would be really rewarding. I'm sure there's Chainsaw Dual Blades really early on that have Thunder. And then obviously we get Zinogre later on, which could also be good. The Ice was good in Try. It's pretty good against Gen Moran. It's good against Elatrion. It's good against the big guys. That Ludroth just got me with his little poison. The Geochris Dual Blades are better. You gotta trade for them, right? They probably have better element, right? They probably would be better. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not opposed to the idea, because I would like to get a little bit of experience with 4th gen Dual Blades. Hey, for when we cart now, we've got supplies. Better sharpness? Hard to say, right? Maybe. I would assume Legiacris and Zinogre are close to each other in sharpness. Day's doing pretty good, Furger. How's yours? Where can I find your setup for you with a Volantin Citra build? If you go into the Discord and you go to the Boomer channel and you check the pins, there's like a big write-up for you. It's pretty old, but I don't think that's technically outdated because it really is a build that is more or less specifically tailored just for you. You're going to be missing some of the modern branch options from Citra. Like, you're going to be missing out on touchscreen controller mapping support. So that's going to kind of suck a little bit. I tried to get auto hotkey to work with it, and I never got it working. But I'm also quite dumb, so I guess there's that as well. Depending on the weapon, touchscreen binding is huge. I mean, some weapons it doesn't matter at all. But for like, at the very least, Charge Blade, like touchscreen binding, I don't want to say is mandatory, but it's like, why would you play without it? When would you use Thunder Dragon? Bucanlos, maybe? Devil Joe? Wraths? I do have my Loopy 3DS. It's a Japanese 3DS. We might I might consider trying out getting that up and running for you because that capture card's a little bit more reliable. It's just the game looks so crusty. Like, it runs better, but it just looks so crusty emulated. Or not emulated. Seriously, dude. Did I cut his tail here? So that's the biggest issue with Valentin. We did our most recent For You playthrough on the most recent Canary branch, but there appears to be some sort of a memory leak or something like that because the performance gradually goes down, and I don't remember that being an issue with Valentin. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But Valentin seems like pretty stable. I know he was like at one point working on his own branch of a 3DS emulator, but I don't know if it ever got out of like a kind of like a weird looking command prompt looking thing. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? 3U is going to be next, Ezekiel, yeah. I was originally planning to play it on native Wii U hardware, but I'm kind of thinking now about maybe I would try and emulate it. I don't know. Everything disappeared before it even got started. I remember downloading a version of it and it didn't have like a proper graphical user interface, or didn't have a particularly great one. For nightly builds of Citra, def's supposed to be 100%. Don't ask me. Will I even do event monsters for 3U then? We need event monsters for some things. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still thinking about it. I'm going to do GU? I am. I'm not looking forward to it, but I am. I mean, if your game looks fine, don't worry about it. If it looks messed up, then you might have to mess around with either the remove 3D cheat or playing around with the depth slider. He took down his GitHub and all his works? I wonder why. Why am I so buff? In-game or in real life? What? I'm not that buff. I mean, honestly, the character in-game, the base model, is a little noodly when you look at him. I kind of want to be a bed boy. You guys know that feeling? That bed boy feeling? The call of the bed boy? I'm feeling it. It's like some, like, Lovecraftian, Chthonian horror. It's like, you want to sleep in me, don't you? You want to tuck yourself in and heal up all the way. Nope. Whoop. Isn't Bed Boy a song? I have no idea. You like that the hunters don't look super strong despite that they're incredibly strong? It's kind of cool, right? Like, it would be a little bit lame if everybody was like God of War ripped Kratos, you know? little bit more relatable. Get him, Miguel. Break his face. Do it. He's going to do it. Look at him. I actually kind of dodged into that. Now, all right. This is like ultimate bed boy. Will I succumb to the pressure? I will use a single mega potion. Skinny fat hunter spanking a big ass monkey around? Can you stop looking into my Google Chrome history, Kirsika? That was supposed to be private. Okay. Some things are okay to just keep to yourself. Well, we've gotten most of the breaks now. I think we broke the face. His crest is sometimes hard to tell if it's broken. So, all right, this is a good question. You guys think Sunbreak's going to have subspecies, or you think they're going to go full on still, like, GU style, like, we're going to pretend subspecies don't exist? Think it's going GU style? How does that make you feel, Nefudis? I mean, we'll know. We will 100% know before the game comes out. I mean, it'll have the apexes, right? Which are kind of like subspecies. Except they don't have any equipment other than dumpy-ass rampage weapons. If everything got an apex, I would be fine with that, as long as they got, like, actual equipment. Because, like, what's the difference between, like, between an apex and a subspecies? It's the same. As long as they don't lock them to the rampages. Second question. Do you think they're just going to keep building onto and add onto the rampage system? Or do you think they're going to be like, actually, never mind, nobody liked that? I feel like they're like, I feel like they're in it. They're going to add on. So they're going to try and make them more entertaining in some other way. I mean, what do they need to do to make rampages better? I think if they kept the arena and just completely changed the format so that rather than fighting a mob of trash monsters, you just fought one large monster, it could work. Texas, that's amazing. Allow 8 people to do it? 4 people already, like, perma-locks any monster that comes into the arena with cannons? And, like, you can actually clear Rampage by not using any turrets. It's just a little bit slower, and then you're like, I would rather just be doing a normal hunt. Don't punch me, please. So with a good group blaze, it can take like around 12 minutes for most rampages. That's still like kind of a long time to be spent doing something that for the most part most people don't want to do. Should I just capture him? I might just capture him. We're gonna do that. We're down a cart. I'm down on stamina. Rampage was a dumb idea from the very start. I mean, I think people expressed like a lot of like enjoyment from some of the siege weapons, and like they are fun when they're an occasional treat. It's just designing a whole system around them, I think, is the issue. All right, this should work. Jen Moran was not killed, so that does not count. Why are there two of me? Every time it slides up, the old one dies. No, that one's gone. That one doesn't exist anymore. An endless cycle of rebirth, basically. Alright, so I don't think we could upgrade our Ignactor weapon for quite a while, unfortunately. And I do kind of want to farm purple and normal Ludroth. How many Sheps must you erase before you're satisfied? I'm just happy that I can exist right now in this exact moment. Yeah, it's all high rank Ignactor stuff. It's a hell of an upgrade. Actually, the oh wow, Frozen Glob. You get Frozen Glob from Ice Jade Baroth. What new way would you want them to innovate the Monster Hunter series? I feel like, I mean, for me, what's the last innovation I was like, wow, I love it and I want more of it? They did a really good job already in Rise innovating the way the monsters attack. They're so much more aggressive. Like, they're legitimately interesting to fight. I like that. I like their style. That being said, reverting all changes made in Rise. Keep the monsters, just like tone down the wire bugs. That's how I feel. If they fixed underwater combat, you'd be down for it? I feel like they're not going to take the risk on that. Should have an option where you fight Rise monsters as a Freedom Unite hunter. Dude, that'd be so hard. He sells meat sometimes. You don't like how Aerial isn't the way to mount anymore? It makes Aerial feel kind of worthless? I've definitely found that with some wirebug moves, and just with the wirebug in general, if your weapon is sheathed, using the wirebug to shoot yourself over to the monster and getting like one random aerial hit is fine. If you've never done that before. Some moves, at least in the demo, right, the launching greatsword move, that throws in the air can be kind of nice as like a combo ender, as strange as it sounds. Are they going to fix SOS and Rise or what? Probably not. Probably not going to get fixed. I don't but the thing is like when I think about old mounting, like I kind of hate it. It feels like kind of like a waste of time. If you ask me, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this dumb little mini game where I got to fill up this bar. Yui. Oh shoot, is this timed? Oh damn. Whew. I was so scared. I forgot that that was a real thing. What does this do? What the hell? Does this even recover my stamina? No, it's just a healing item. That's kind of cool, though. Bonjour. Do you know if the Rasp Citra build is good? It has a little issues. Like, it'll slow down over time. Like, you need to restart it basically every hour. Like, obviously, touchscreen mapping is really cool, but certain maps, certain monsters, and certain amount of time playing, it's got some sort of a weird memory leak thing going on. Take that entirely for what you will. Yeah. Oh, hey, Sean August. Everyone, again, thanks Sean August again. That edit he made. I mean, it's like very cringe laughing at your own content, obviously. But that train stream is a delight. That train stream is just beautiful. Best content I've ever made. How is Citra this bad still? Dude, I don't know. It's because like 80%, 90% of the efforts are going for Pokemon. So what am I going to do now? Am I going to focus on... what? You guys like how they murdered the complexity of the hunting horn? I don't mind the new version of hunting horn. My favorite version of hunting horn was probably World, but like it was already kind of killed when they had Echo Note. All right, let's take a look at the armor set I'm going for. It should get us attack up. What? And 12. So with another level 2 slot, we should be able to get attack up medium. You cannot break Bull Drum tusks? His tusks do not break. So I need the Ludroth Cap S. The cap? Really? I don't know if I like that. How good is it? Oh, that's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Okay. Torrent Sax. He's just being very... okay. Well, that's not going to help our defense at all, is it? So that means we should go for the purple Ludroth chest. Or the Ludroth Tasset. Oh, I'm going to have to start doing... Are there even any gathering quests in high rank? How do you get the item if you can't break them? Just keep killing them. It might be a better capture reward, call me Storm. But there's definitely no break for it, so. Oh, we've got some gathering quests here. All right, that's not so bad. Give Maldy a little kiss. He didn't smile or anything, but I think he liked it.
Hi.
I mean, the switch skills kind of changed the styles a little bit, right? Like a little bit, not a lot. You get a little variety. You expect the guys to all look like women because that's how the game designs their men? I don't know. I saw some pretty buff-looking orcs. And I'm playing as a literal trash goblin, so... I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Only got hide from capture, and you got 3 captures in a row. What game are you playing? What version are you in? And then we could help you. Because we can just look up the wiki and find out how to get the tusks. I'm assuming it's GU. I mean, is that necessarily a bad thing, Dwarven Man? You make that sound like it's a bad thing. I'm sure that appeals to certain people in their MMOs. You love it? Well, there you go. I see. I told you, you got mad at me. I'm like, I knew you're going to like the game. Portable third? Okay, hold on. I literally have the wiki open so I could tell you. Tusk is a 15% carve and a 5% capture. So you want to be killing him to get his tusks. And that should do you. I mean, it's not like it should take that long for him to die. Right? It's just a Boldrum. Should be able to swap any Wirebug move for any other Wirebug move, like do the descending thrust with like dual blades. Oh, just like switch any Wirebug moves for anything else. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But why not go all in? Hunting Horn Helmbreaker. Ooh. Why not? Helmbreaker in every weapon with Narga weapons? Let's do it. Hammer Helmbreaker insta-KO. I'll be really disappointed if this actually does not end up happening in Rise. Did I get poisoned by the Ludroth? Or did I get poisoned by another thing? Great Sword Helmbreaker? I mean, presumably you would just give it the same, where's my gourmet fish? Just use that. You'd give it, like, the same values, like the same motion value. Magnet Spike Helmbreaker. Is there another Lance I absolutely need before 3-star? I haven't really looked at the weapon tree for Lance and Portable Third in a while. You know, if you're just looking for a generically good raw Lance, I would assume Narga's probably pretty decent once you get there. Hard to ever really disagree with a Narga weapon. Tigrex as well can be good. Depends on your armor set you're going for. You know, Lance is one of those weapons where it can benefit from element, but it doesn't necessarily need it. Negative affinity is usually not even that bad of a damage downside, other than just annoying you every time that you see it. But a weapon like Lance, like, it hits so often on average that it's really not a big deal. Jaggy set to start. So, I mean, if you're going to be going for, like, attack, then in theory, your Nargacuga weapon should scale a bit better than Tigrex, but I'd still have to look at both of them. Any story behind the Texas Cat name? He is one of the default names in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. In our most recent playthrough, we got him as the cat we ended up using. It's the same thing with Miguel. I mean, positive affinity can also do things where it can screw up your staggers. Just, I guess, in the opposite direction. Theoretically, there's a Giratotus around here? I guess so. We could go look at the temple if we wanted. Almudron. I mean, I really do almost feel like if I wanted, I could just go full Great Jaggy for the armor set that I'm going for. I don't know. Oh, wow. Good job, guys. That's a great stun that I'm getting no benefit from. Aerial Dual Blade rinses Almudron? Aerial Dual Blade's just kind of like lame, though. That's my only issue with Aerial Dual Blades is like it just gets like such an excessive amount of iframes. Which game is this? This is Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. It's a PSP game. We're working on an armor set. I'm almost thinking switching around, though. It just feels like so much work. Like, I know Great Jaggy's like lame as an armor set, but maybe that's just the one I should go for. I'm just trying to think of whether or not I actually need Marathon Runner anymore. I feel like my stamina management is so much better than it was at the start of the game. Meta Boy? It's not like raw attack is that great for dual blades. That was my day. It's been pretty good, cool. I was kind of sleepy today. I'm fine now. You ever have one of those days? I don't know if it's like the weather changing or something. I play Sticky, I play Air Dual Blades, but at least I don't play Longsword. Sleepy? Yeah, like sleepy. I don't know what causes that. Now he's running again. This guy. Give me God's Isle again? Do you remember seeing the God's Isle equivalent in Monster Hunter World? Or was it the Dai Onigashima? That thing was so bad. It was like comically bad. It made you wonder like what shot type it was even supposed to fire. Actually, those auto reload weapons, like if they were just like seriously overpowered, would be a lot of fun. If it was like a different play style, like you just get one auto reloading shot. Here he goes again. Was it overcast for me this morning? I don't know. I didn't go outside. When's the last time I went outside? I took the trash out on Wednesday. How long ago was the Dante Vitten World? Woo! 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Like for base world? I mean, that was a while ago, not even looking out the window. I don't know. Oh my god, he's still running. What is this guy's problem? Oh. Oh, there we go. When's the last time I touched grass? I'm gonna be mowing my lawn this weekend, okay? Don't get on me about that. Wants the waterfall? Well, he's enraged, so he doesn't need it. Whoa, look at that evasion. That was a good evasion. Somebody was saying how the demon gauge doesn't matter. How dare you? I guess you probably could have evaded that normally. Here's how to do console events in World carry over PC. The only console exclusive weapon is the Horizon Zero Dawn light bowgun, which is a bit of a shame because you can do some pretty interesting things with that weapon, specifically against Safi. Oops. Wandered right into that. Horizon Zero Dawn is on Steam. Doesn't mean that the weapon is on Xbox or PC, at least officially. I would assume somebody maybe found a way to get the Horizon Zero Dawn weapon on Steam. Although, you know, I think somebody tried and they got DMCA'd for it. Now that I think about it. Horizon Zero Dawn event had a weapon? Sure did. Yep. The panic was because the audio was like extremely loud, Dwarven man. The audio balance was scuffed. Well, the armor set for Horizon Zero Dawn, you know, I don't want to say it sucks, but I mean, it's not meta for anything. But the weapon has some interesting attributes. Well, we got the audio balance. I think we got it pretty good by the end, right? Ooh, look at that evasion again. No, 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 no. Ooh. Alright, well, I guess we just gotta settle for the incest today. I mean, Redeem Roll Tide is a classic. That's a magical moment only made possible by when somebody in Twitch chat has their autocorrect switch insect to incest, which has happened more than once, by the way. That's happened a couple times. And it just makes me go like, come on, guy. Come on, what are you doing? Horny on main, huh? He might be dead. I'm gonna be a zonelet. How long until MMO? Pretty soon. We might kill like a Great Jaggy after this, just to take a look at the armor set. We're going to be using the Great Jaggy arms no matter what. Redeems have no sound? Well, that's odd. It could have been in my panic yesterday. I turned them down. Here, hold on. Making it a bit louder. Brand new. Thank you. Can you hear that? Can I make it louder? I just had to make it a little bit louder. Rectum 1 was loud. Streamer run an ad. Well, let me finish the hunt first. I'm going to run it mid-hunt. Right, there's a limp at the very least. Thank God. Chunky monsters in this game. Get him, Miguel. Yeah, respect for this Royal Ludroth to take a large barrel bomb and, like, not even flinch. Been fighting it for a long time. I mean, it's a high-rank quest, and I'm still using low-rank equipment, so... He's a high-rank subspecies, I should say. A Fatalis level Ludroth. Well, Fatalis is going to take you like 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the circumstances. Back in 3rd gen, it actually mattered whether you did, like, actual kill versus capture. Oh, is a new Path of Exile League starting? I saw Hook talking about that earlier. Is he still walk into my open arms? I mean, it does feel like more like an actual hunt when they don't die in 5 minutes. You know, it's not for lack of hitting him either. She's got a lot of life. Just a beefy, beefy guy. We need to look for bugs. Honestly, we need to look for anything. We need charms as well. We've got, like, none. Got bored of Master Rank in World because the monsters felt like sponges? I don't know, they feel kind of balanced to me in World. At least they don't feel bad. I guess it depends on how much wall banging you're doing. If you're not doing a lot of wall banging, they could feel kind of slow. I remember thinking Acidic Glavenus felt particularly robust for no reason at all. Yay. Hooray. Kirseek, are you okay? Your brain can't handle anything longer than 15 minutes? You should be able to clear most hunts in Iceborne in under 15 minutes. You know, barring like the biggest, beefiest things. Maybe I'll just do like a normal Ludroth.
Hi.
I still need those Aqua Sacks. Is there like a double Ludroth quest? No. Just that one, right? I will do that one. It's fine. Scout already from Pink. I want to get the upgrade for the water dual blades. We're still going to be fighting more Pinks for sure. First volcano took 49 minutes. God damn. You must have been sweating. I've had some rough moments against Volcano. Pink Ludroth is status and runner, marathon runner. It might have something else. That's the main stuff though. Some of the textures in the HE texture pack are weirdly high detail. Are we talking about RuneScape? You almost collapsed? Jesus. Maybe don't do that. Status dual blades then? I mean, they would be okay. But then we still need to find like Giganox and farm up his dual blades. And then the question is like, are we going to be fighting enough things where poison will be worth it? Versus just going element? Hey, what the hell? Who are those cats attacking? Are they attacking the cat or are they attacking me? One day, Train Game will return. Train Game was lightning in a bottle, HRK. We can never recreate that experience. It's just beautiful. Appreciate it for what it is. I was so tired that day, I'm like, I don't even know if I'll stream. I'm like, I'll just put on a boring game. I'll stream it for an hour, and we'll stop. I went like 4 hours. I did a flight sim. It was okay. Well, we did flight sim on the Series X, I think, actually. Dude, Kazu has, like, way too much health. An action flight sim. I don't know what that means. And military flight soon? Hope I'm well. I'm looking well. I got a little extra sleep today. I was sleepy. Which I guess, hey, I'll take it. Thank you, in trousers. Hopefully you're doing well, too. It's the weekend. Weekend for some of you. Hey, I did get over Mount Fuji eventually. It was just a matter of time. No. Sheer showed up, man. Will he knock it off? Did I redeem the ad? Pretty sure I did, yeah. I didn't really want to use that, but whatever. Goodbye, Aeroshia. This is very greedy and punished. I deserve that. Wish you got ads even though I'm subbed. Some streamers do have ads enabled for their subs. There has to be at least a couple of them. I have no idea why you would do that other than to be like, I'm going to run the moneymaker today. Everybody tune in so I can get paid, I guess. I really don't know. I don't know if Twitch Turbo would block ads in that sequence or not. 100K redeem to give ads to subs. Go in, turn it off, and just play it to subs. Some streamers don't even try to hide it. If you were playing ads to your subs, you should be honest about it. You shouldn't try to hide it. It's just, like, monetarily, it's not worth it, right? Yeah, I do sponsored streams to pay the bills, but those actually pay the bills. Ads annoy people for what? Not much. I'll say this much. Not enough. What does SDShepard mean? Super deformed shepherd. Some streamers who are too big to fail slam the viewer base? If I was XQC, I would run the moneymaker. I would turn the moneymaker on. What the hell? Why not? What if the ad gave me $1 for every viewer? I would like to know who that sponsor is and if they'd like to sponsor me directly. That is a very high CPM. Is this for you? Close. This is Portable Third. XQC never runs that? And, why would he? Why would he? $1 billion streamer. We're going to do it. We'll do a Doze playthrough someday. Why would a millionaire want more money? Some brainworms. I don't know. I'm assuming at a certain point, you must join a satanic cult or something. I don't know where the money would go. At a certain point, it's probably just a numbers game. Oh, how big? I like big number. Can I get a bigger number? This is Raid Shadow Legends. Done it once, never again. No, I mean, I was very happy with Thrustmaster and Optimum. Optimum, I wish they, like, reviewed takes that they wanted me to do for their commercial that they were running in real-life locations in New Jersey. I probably could have gotten them some better takes. But, I mean, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I guess they're happy. They must be happy. They made the commercial. You like the raw feel of the Optimum ad? Well, it doesn't feel staged, you know, and maybe that's what they were going for. They want something natural. It was definitely natural. Even though they then started telling you to stick to the script, and they used the unscripted tape. I would still use their internet in a heartbeat if they moved it to my area. You just trying to do Fatalis and this guy joins and says, let me shoot or I'll quit? Well, I mean, you can kick him, I guess. I think that's fair play. I mean, I guess the question is do they have heavy artillery? If they've got heavy artillery, I mean, I guess whatever. What do you got to lose? I cannot imagine Kurosika that they licensed anything. Somebody, Nefudis, somebody watched it, and somebody was like, we love it. That was a lot of demon dances, not necessarily on the best hit zones. There goes the head. Hopefully that hits the sponge more than it hits the little flappy arms here. Gonna shoot it first. I mean, it's okay. I mean, look, if he's got heavy artillery, he's gonna take care of the cannons and he's gonna take care of the ballista. That's fine. Cool. Who was that? Miguel? You broke my heart, Miguel. I should probably check his drop tables. I really need those sacks. So let's take a look here. Aqueous sack is better as a capture. Well, hold on. It's 22% versus what? 10%? 22% versus 10%? I think the 22% wins. It's also a little bit faster. Add pants. I'm not adding pants grab. I don't want that floating up on screen. Like, some sponsors might actually be bothered by that. Like this? That's just pure. That's cute, right? Nobody minds that. You've got that. What else do you possibly want? Alright, guys, we gotta play the game. We gotta play the game soon. The sponsored content does really help support the stream. And I tried it out. It's really funny. I made a goblin-looking trash panda. Like, you have to stick around and at least look at how cursed he looks. It's going to be a couple hours. There are going to be Twitch drops. You have to see it, Zeravius. You're not going to argue. It reminds me of you. Hey, we got a keen bone. We actually got all the... Actually, were those the Torn sacks or the Aqueous sacks I needed? In fact, I was thinking of you and what you were going to look like in real life. Unfortunately, I could not make him have a more bulbous head or scrawny, deformed body. So it's not like 100% lifelike. It's like 90% of the way there. We're close. I don't even know what is that? Ganyu roll? That's weird looking. Alright, well, it can die someday for something else. What is Bedge?